Hopefully you can hear me. Good morning. Where's my phone? Let me pull up the chat and we can get started. Just checking my audio here. Yeah, it's working. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, yesterday's live, I talked about possibly working on um, just one project at a time. And in my mind, that has already fallen by the wayside. Good morning, Miss Kelly. So I'm still going to be working on things for this journal, but the way I work, I have to skip around. I can't just do one thing at a time. So I will be skipping around and I'll be pulling in projects that I'd started a while ago and finishing those up and things like that. But for today, I have all these scraps that I pulled out. Today, I want to work on building my stash so that when I make a journal, I don't have to make all of the elements, the embellishments, the ephemera to go in that journal. I'll have a stash to pull from. So that's what I'm going to do. So today I'm starting off with these little pockets. I guess these would be considered floating pockets. You can either glue them down to your page. Let's see. For example, you could glue it down to the page and even have a pocket on either side or behind the actual pocket. Um, or it could just be clipped in to the journal with a little paper clip or however you choose to do it. So I did these three just piddling around yesterday. These are very easy. I've done something like this before with vellum. So I have these inserts that I coffee stained, and I don't want to use dated inserts all the time on my pages. So I figured these were let me move this. I figured these were a good size to play around with making pockets, and that's what I use to make these. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off where they were punched for a disc bound planner. These are half letter pieces of paper, so half of a letter size page. And like I said, I just coffee dyed them, and now I'm going to repurpose them to use as to make pockets. So I'm going to cut the punches off. I got it really, really close to the edge that time. And is this 2 sheets? Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I think I can get away with doing 2. Let's just make sure they're straight. So how is everybody this Saturday morning? What are you up to? Are you crafting? Are you just chilling in bed, staying warm? What are you up to? I slept a lot yesterday. It's like in the afternoon, I was like, oh, I'm going to lay down and just relax and watch some YouTube. And that ended up with me being in bed for most of the afternoon or the evening on until this morning. I guess I needed the rest. Okay. So then I want to decide which side I want to be the outside. And I kind of just fold it over like this. Let's see. I think I want that to be up top and then this to be on the inside. So I kind of just fold them over to meet in the middle. and overlap maybe about a 1/2 inch. And then press that down. And then I'm just going to add a little glue along the edge here. I'm using the Barely Arts glue. It's about time for me to refill that. And I just did that wrong. I did it wrong. Okay. So then I'm going to fold up the bottom. I should have done this part first. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to fold up the bottom and miter the edges. I'm going to show you the right way after I do this one. And I just folded it up about a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to trim off one side. Usually I like to trim off the side where the seam is. And then this will fold over. So this would be the back of the pocket. I guess I didn't really do it the wrong way. It's just not the way I normally do it. I probably need to cut more off on that bottom piece, but I'll show you another way to make sure that you have it right. So on these, I reinforced the top of the pocket. This one, I did not do that. But I can. I think I will. So I'm just going to fold the top. Try to get it straight. And I'm going to miter this. And this. And then I'm just going to add glue here. This is I'm doing this backwards, but I'm going to add glue to one side of the flap that I just folded and kind of tuck that in to reinforce the edge of my pocket. And that's going to be a little messy. So like that. Here's my towel. So like that. And then do the same thing on the other side. Then I'm going to let this one dry a little bit before I put the thumb pull in. If I can get this folded in without wiping off all the glue. And that's that. Okay. So then you can decorate it up, embellish it, whatever you want to do. Again, when the glue dries a little, I'll punch the thumb pull. Now let's do this one the right way, or try to. I guess it won't be too bad to have the calendar on the outside. So I'm going to fold this over where it meets in the middle at about a 1/2 inch and try to get it straight. Then I need to fold these edges, the long side, about a 1/2 inch all the way across. And you can use scoreboard or whatever to do this. If you need to, I can kind of tell where a 1/2 inch is because these are inserts and I know what the margin was. So, okay. So back to our initial fold, like so. Let's get some burnishing going on here. Okay. So with this top flap, and I'm calling this my top, I'm just going to glue that all the way down. That's my reinforcement. So let's just glue that all down. Then with the bottom piece, I'm going to cut off either side. So, and I'm going to do it kind of mitered. So I'm going to cut off the bottom flap of this, the bottom ½ inch. And then the same thing on this side. And I'm cutting just outside of the fold. And I cut that too much. Be all right. So then I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Let's put the glue on this side. Close the pocket. And you could do these with any size paper. You can do it with scrapbook paper, cardstock, however you want to do it. The glue looks like it's not holding. So there is another pocket, a pocket. And let's go ahead and punch this one. So on this one, I punched all the way through, and I didn't like the way that looked. And also, it would make it difficult to tuck something behind it if you actually glue it down to your page. So I like just punching the thumb pull in one side of the pocket. So that's what I'm going to do. I did that a couple of times before I figured out, oh, I don't think I really like that. So, and basically I'm just going to cut out a little crescent or half circle or partial circle in the middle of the top of the pocket. And there we go. This one is a little too wet. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly do these last few, and then we will decorate them. And I guess it doesn't really matter which order you fold in. I think I need to fold the long edge first so that I don't forget like I did on that first one and just start gluing things shut. So this is going to be the top. Looks a little wonky. And these, I think, are cool pockets to put your library cards in, tags, you put journaling cards in them, or whatever you choose, really. This one is a little off. Let's see if I can pull that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's trim off these side flaps. You can also, like, you do a rounded corner for trimming off those. I think I'll show you that one on the next one that I do. Yeah, this needs to come off a little bit more. We still need to cut a little bit more off of that, but where's the one that I need to punch? Okay. So we got a couple more. I'm definitely going to put this on the inside. And the outside is going to be dot grid. Oops. Okay, so I have to come out of my jacket. I keep going from being cold to a little too warm. Okay. Oh, let's remove the flaps. Now this time I'm going to round it. So I'm just going to cut straight up that fold and then cut this flap off. So no mitering. Same thing here. Straight up. And I guess the rounded corners are nice if you are going to do it like a floating pocket where you would see both sides of the pocket. Now let's see if I can get this to go in here. So you kind of just round that corner of that flap like so. And you could ink this up while it's open so that you can get that flap if you want that flap to kind of stand out. I don't really want it to, so I'm not going to ink it. Glue that down. And this last one. That one needs to go. There we go. And you can do this in your planners too. Make your own little pockets to go on dashboards and things like that on your dividers. This isn't specific to junk journaling or journal making or making ephemera or embellishments. I like to mix both worlds, kind of. Some of the things that you would think would only work for junk journaling work great for planning and setting up planners. So it's not limited. Ooh, mess. Okay. So now I need to go in and punch the thumb pull area for these. I guess it will help if I put it in there the right way. Uh-oh. That might still be too wet. Yikes. I think it is. Let's try again. Yeah. See if I can trim that off with the scissors. I have a notepad here. Yep. So I'm just going to take a sheet off of this notepad, and that might help with the punching. It could be because the paper is thin and because I can't do it that way. Let me try it without that. And let's see what happens. Maybe I don't want to risk it. Let's get it lined up first. I'm trying not to measure where I need to punch, but I think I do need to measure. Okay, so one more. Okay. Ooh, that's not quite in the center, but it's mostly in the center. Okay, good morning, Deborah. And good morning, everybody. Get some water here. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to get to the point that when I do stuff like this, that I do like 20 of them, like Liz for a Day used to do. That would be nice, but I don't want to push it this time. So I pulled out some scraps of things, and this is what we did yesterday, and it came out pretty nice. So, and I think it's gonna hold. It's the Tim Holtz tissue paper, and I put it on that lined paper using the vintage stain. And it works. It's like decoupage on there. I think it came out nice. And then this is just the yellow legal pad paper with the vintage stain on it. I mean, it's all right. And then this is the napkin decoupage on the lined paper. So I could use that in the future. Okay, let's get these scraps out of the way. So what I did, I had some misprint digitals as part of the Elegant Creations digitals that I'm using. And I kind of just fussy tore out some things that I thought might work on these envelopes. Let's get a little bit more organized here. So I could do something like that. And like this. I don't like the way that looks though. Like that. And I'm going to try not to overthink this too much, but I probably will. And let's see. This one could go on here. And I had a little piece left. Maybe that can go there. I don't have a whole lot to work with here. And there. So then I have these Dollar Tree, I don't know what they're, stickers, embellishments that I thought I could go ahead and use. Actually, some of these were scented, which is weird. But I let them air out and stay out of the package so that scent would go away. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. So I have that. Then I also have like my torn pieces over here that I can pull from to start some layering. And I have my kit. I have like my Tim Holtz ephemera. I'm pulling up the box now. I got washi flakes and laces. So I got my textiles. What else do I want out of here? Let's do Tim Holtz botanicals. And I might even use some people. That's something that I don't do, is use the people. So let's see what we can do. Let's put textiles aside. So I need something as a focal point on these other ones. So let's see. I'm always going to go for the rose. Ooh, that butterfly is mixed in here too. I think that's too big. Oops. Okay. So that. I'm not really that crazy about those botanicals. Ooh. I think the people might be too big. I don't think they go. They don't go. Let's skip the people. Let's see what else I have in my box. do the mushrooms. All right, let's see what washi flakes we got. All right, I'm going to leave these out in case I need something from there. I think I'm just going to go with what I got. See what I can come up with. Where's my little book? So I can have some book page to work with. And then I also have all of this, these bits and pieces. See, I can use that piece of lace. I can use these. These are just little pieces of ephemera that I pulled out that I could possibly use in this journal for this, or for that journal that I showed earlier. Save that. I need that. Let's see what else I can find. I don't know if that goes with anything, but we shall see. Okay. Got some fabric. Let's just take out all the stuff. All right. Let's do one. Let's at least get one done. Take that and go over there. Let's start with this one. And I had this little piece of fabric left over. Not fabric, lace left over from when I did the spine of the journal. Oh. Hi, Sweet Drops 45. Hello, Germany. Pediatric planner. Is that right? Oh, no. It's Pendantic planner. Sorry, I had eye surgery Tuesday, so I'm not seeing the best right now. Good morning, Tammy. Okay, so let's put this right there, put that right there. I feel like it needs something back there. And I need to do some inking. Let's see. Maybe this can go under there somehow. Only thing about those is that they are, and I'm just gonna let the rose like hang off. If I need to trim it off when I actually put it in a journal, I will. I'm gonna use, do I want to use vintage photo, or I'll use vintage photos and ink things up a little bit, at least the pocket. Usually I like to use vintage photo distress ink, but I have been leaning a little bit more towards the walnut stain lately. I kind of like it. Okay. Do I need to ink this rose? Let's see if it makes a difference, because it is that shiny, I don't know, cardstock. It's a little shiny. Okay. Do I want to ink this? So I'm going to glue this on to the craft paper. And remember, this craft paper is packaging that I'm using up. Let's do this. This has got a little glitter on it, but I think it'll be fine. Let's start gluing stuff down. I don't know, I might need to just go ahead and trim that off. And I'm not sure about this positioning. There's my Fabri-Tac. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up trimming that off. Let's do it. Try not to cut into my pocket. I'm just not a big fan of those Tim Holtz. They're just too stiff. They don't like blend in with stuff. Okay. Good morning, C. Powell. So I'm not getting very much done. That's not even sticking good. Let's add some more glue. I might need to put some Fabri-Tac on that to keep it down. I could stitch around the edges. Could do that. All right, that's one down. Many more to go. That blends in too much to the background the way it is. Let's get a piece of this or of this. I don't really want that to cover up anything. Pocket. I probably should just do all my pockets, but all right, let's see. Do I want to put it on that side? Let's use this one instead. Okay. Start gluing it down. that says ladies at the table on there. So I kind of wanted that to show. Usually I don't really read what the book pages say, but that kind of just caught my eye that time. So I want that to show. Let's see. Do I have any little bits in here that I might want to use? Let's do that. Just checking to make sure I'm on the right side. Ooh, it's got paint on it. Clean it off. I'll deal with that later. Okay. Straighten this up. So that's another one done. I just need to put something in the pockets of these. All right. That's two. I got a mess going on here. Kind of makes me feel like I need to put something on the bottom of this one. Okay. Ba-dum. Not sure I want to use any more of the Tim Holtz stuff. So let's jump on to this one. Okay. Just in case. Grunge it up a little bit. All right. Let's put just a note up here. And what else we got going on here? Let's move this stuff. This piece of fabric, I could actually use that with that. I don't want to use any more of the yellow paper. Let's see. Don't want to use that. Let me see what else I got in my finger box. Oh, I've got these flowers. Let's see if there is anything usable out of that. Bye, love, Venus love. Okay. That's pretty. I think I'm going to use that, and I'm going to let it be to the side like that. Keep my chair up so I can see what I'm doing. Ink this just a little bit. And that's going to go on here like so. And I use that vintage stain on this paper too. So it has like, I don't know if that comes through on camera, but it has some markings on it from the stain. And I'm going to leave this white background because it kind of offsets or complements the flower on this just a note piece. And this is something that I stamped a while ago, just using my stamps, playing around. I think I only want a piece of this, maybe. Nope, I'm gonna put it how I had it at first. Oh. Okay. And it feels like it needs something down at the bottom in this little space. I probably could have used some cheesecloth or something like that, now that I think of it. Let's see. Oh, I know what I can put down there. Let's do that. Let's make a quick book page ruffle. Oops. And it. Okay. There we go. Let's put that down. I need to refill my glue. Scooch it up a little bit. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Ready to go. Let's see how much time I got left. Not much time. Okay, if you like this video or this live stream, give me a thumbs up. I'm not going to use these Tim Holtz pieces for this. I think they're just too heavy for this paper. So I'm going to have to dig through my stash and find something else once I run out of these little pieces to use. It just needs to go that direction. Then, let's see, is there anything off of these that I think could work with this? I really think I'm just going to have to make some standalone embellishments with these because they don't really go with anything that I'm using. Where's my cheesecloth? Or some doilies could work. Let's see. Can't find my cheesecloth at the moment. Not sure which drawer I put it in. Okay. Here's a piece. And it's not stained or anything. Let's take that out because it blends right in. Let's ink this. Amazing. I think this is just cardstock and not a sticker. Oh, that's supposed to go like that. Yikes. Let's see if it'll work. I'm not sure. This is a digital, but I don't remember where I got it from. So let's start with this. Then start building on top of it like so. guess the amazing is going to have to go down there. That's like a little too organized. I already asked at the beginning, but since some of you have come in since I started, what are you doing today? Are you crafting or running errands or just chilling at home, still in bed? What are you up to today? I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day. I have to take my son to work. And then after that, I don't know. I do have a video that I need to publish on my other channel. So I might work on that. We shall see. Okay. I feel like this needs some bling or something on it. But I don't want to put anything bulky on it. And depending on what journal it makes it into. So there's that one. Is everything sticking down? Not really. Okay. So of the pockets that I made, I think maybe I can squeeze one more in since I have this left. Yeah, let's go on and get this one done. So let's set that aside. Quickly ink this up. Thank you, Tammy. Sweet Drop says, I think I'll craft today. It's cold outside. Yeah, it's a little chilly here too. I know everybody laughs when people in Florida say it's cold and it's like in the 60s. But yeah, it's a little chilly. It's pleasantly chilly. But it's not going to last. I think it's supposed to be in the low 80s today. Is that stuck on my paper? Yeah. I guess I should ink the backs too. I don't know, because I don't generally do floating pockets in my journals, but this could be a floating pocket. I like things to be secured, not just clipped onto the page most of the time. What is that? So I'm not going to worry about the backs. And then if I do decide to make them floating pockets, then I can just always go back and ink the back too. Oopsie. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Nope. You got to take that up. This is so confusing. The way the flowers are on this, it can look like it's upside down. But then when I put it right side up, those flowers look upside. I'm going to put it this way. Glue it back down. Since the butterfly is going that direction. Okay. What else we got going on here? Let's tear this down a little bit. This is another stamp on coffee dyed paper. This journey. I wish this fabric was a different color. It would show up better. Ooh. This black lace. Let's use the black lace. And tuck all this back in here and put these in my textiles box. Okay, I think I put it like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and use fabric tack on this too. Okay, I can hear my cat snoring. I never, it's so quiet. I can hear her snoring. I don't even know where she is, but she's behind me somewhere. 47 degrees in North Carolina. Ooh. I think living in North Carolina is like the best of both worlds. You get the cold, you get all 4 seasons. We don't get all 4 seasons down here. So I miss that. I mean, my kids have never seen snow. So maybe one day. All right. I need to put some of that. I'm going to finish some of these other pockets that I have here off camera, so I won't keep you all. But these are the ones that I made or finished mostly. So this is what they look like. And this is just using digitals and little pieces of ephemera, whatnot that I have in my stash. So I hope you're enjoying these videos. This is only the second one, but yeah. I hope you enjoy them. Let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you want to see or that you would like me to work on. And I guess that's it for now. I will holler at y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.